the rule set, and so that's what they're doing.
Well, that's the whole reason we agree to these rules, is that when you do that, you do know there are going to be certain advantages, and at the same point, I don't know that your opponent would necessarily fault you for that sort of thing if they were on the other side. So it is a trickier kind of thin line between the two.
Definitely. And it looks like we've got a checkmat player, and pulls right to guard and sweeps immediately, going after this belly down footlock. Oh, and I think he's got a good position on it. Clearly, this is something he likes to do. Let's see if he decides to use it for a pass. Nice control over that bottom leg. Wow, this guy is aggressive, and he's making really good angles really quick. Got this crossface now. Oh, yeah, but now he's going to settle it down into this over-under pass.
Just relentless, though. Gets the pass.
Oh, but good guard retention. He's really making his opponent work there, and he's going to be stuck in a crucifix potentially. This could be really bad. I know he was trying to get out of there. That's why you don't want to reach that hand in between the legs, but explosively just stands up and throws his opponent. Now the checkmat player is going into 50-50.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was a nice transition. But, man, both of these...
That was like 9 transitions,
It was. This is a great match. Both of these guys aggressive, especially now that the guy in the blackie seems to have woken up a little bit, and there he gets it. Nice. That's a hard footlock to get, because he didn't even have, I don't think he even had the left leg in underneath the hamstring to bend the knee.
That was my biggest question, is what was going on with the knee in that particular...
Because you can go belly down there, and there's still, I mean, luckily he's taller. When you're taller and you're in 50-50, you're typically going to have the advantage, unless they're way better at footlocks than you. So I think that's the way he was able to make the... make enough tension on that, but usually,
I mean, kudos to him. I've looked at that several times and been like, this isn't going to work for me.
It was a really good finish.
Fantastic. Show up above. Everybody's getting really, really into it. We apologize for the loud amount of rock music being played, but that's just what's happening, guys. Puts you live in the action. We've got another match going on here, but if you guys want to be part of the conversation, you can hit us up at ADGS2015 hashtag. John, what's going on here?
What is he doing? Oh, he's going for that.
Yeah.
He's going for, it's still an ankle lock.
Yeah. For a split second, it looked a little different.
Were you thinking?
Heel?
Oh, well, it looked initially like he was going after a knee bar, which, I mean, maybe I'll have to look over the rules again. I don't think is legal at this level. And he's got the lapel around this ankle. He's trying to force the foot over into the 50-50. Because he was in that bad side of the 50-50. If he's around it with his arm like this is the more bent leg. This is the one that you should be going after if you're trying to just straight ankle lock. And I think that's what he's going for. Looks like this is kind of his game. So he's going to pull him over to this side. He's going to go for this belly down straight ankle. Probably grabbing his own lapel. But see, it's hard to put the pressure on. If your opponent underneath really puts the boot on, really extends his leg through, it can be a really hard submission to get. So especially if you don't use your outside leg to hook over underneath the hamstring.
So talk me through this, John. You put the boot on, then what are you trying to do after that?
You hold on to that near side collar for dear life, because you do not want their back extending away from you and submitting you on the foot. So, and you can see he's trying to extend that leg through, and now he'll be able to triangle his own legs again, even around the arm of his opponent. And then it actually gets bad for his opponent, because you can start to get in Kimura trouble if your arm's stuck in there, just with the elbow exposed. So here you can see his opponent now in blue trying to kick out that leg, which does leave him susceptible to that footlock, but I don't think he's worried about it. He gets a nice sweep out of there, but the sweeps come quick and often in 50-50. It's a little bit of a teeter-totter position.
For those of you who don't know, it's one of John's favorite positions.
I spend a lot of time there.
One of my least favorite positions with John. So, thanks, John.
Also commentated.
Yeah, I don't like being next to John, I guess is what we're saying here. No, but this is great. And the beautiful part that John does in his game that I really appreciate is you do make 50-50 aggressive, and I think that's the nice part. And I think that's similar. You know, I mean, I like the way that they aggressively entered into it. So they both seem to be like they favor this position, John.
Yeah, oh man. And so this guy actually knows a bit about 50-50. It's unusual to see. Just because even at a high level, it seems like it's really hard to get any kind of offense going, and that's particularly why people seem to view it as a stalling position. But it can be very offensive.
Offensive?
Very offensive.
Well, John, geez, I didn't know it could be like that. Does it say racism when you do 50-50? Is that part of it? Don't just stare at me. People can't hear you when you just stare at me, John.
It's the uncomfortable silence. That's what they're appreciating.
Well, John, what's happening here?
Oh, he's going for this foot lock. He tries to spin all the way upside down, and you can see he's got that arm around. He's got that arm around the leg. But his opponent doing a good job getting that cross collar.
Very familiar with how he escaped it the previous time, or at least how he countered it.
Exactly, and he's pulling that elbow. It's going to be really hard.
But this time he's adding a nice collar kind of grip here, though, John.
But now he's getting this shin across, and this is actually a fantastic position for the top person, but I'm not sure he wasn't able to be as assertive with it as possible. I'm not sure if many people even know about that.
And we're back up on the
position.
Feet,
yeah, they scramble right up
now
to the top.
going to all of the other mats, apparently, John.
Well, you got to make the rounds.
Hey, just real quick to Alex Inho, BJJ, no multi-mat technology. I mean, unfortunately not for right now, but we're going to do our best.
I want my money back for this stream.
Shut up, John.
This
Don't be
free
rude.
Stream, we better see every match.
This jiu-jitsu is fun, but man, that commentating high level? Where? People can hear you when you just started eating. Okay. Thanks, man. That would be from Masha. Thanks, dude. Let's keep going on to what's going on here on the jiu-jitsu commentary. Thanks for the nice notes, you guys. We appreciate it. You can see right now we've got the little Twitter, little thing up there. It tells you where to hashtag us.
Oh,
keep
nice
part of
hip
the
switch.
conversation going, guys.
Push on that top leg. Needs to pass. I don't like to be turned towards my opponent's legs if I don't have their forearm in that Kimura position, though. Can get a little dicey. Unable to do anything with it. They're going to stand him up.
That's what it is. I was trying to figure out what this is. So when all the words are put together, it says, people can hear you when you're just staring at me. That's funny. That's a good hashtag.
Yep.
I'm going to look to see if anybody else has used that before. Oh, wait, what's that? Nope, nobody ever. Congratulations, you have invented a hashtag. It's rare to do in this day and age, John.
Yeah. They can feel my piercing eyes.
The piercing eyes.
Through the audio.
The baby blues, John. I mean, that was a mount-only match, John.
It was. You get mount. It's
won.
Mount sudden death. It's the new tactic.
Take that, EBI rules. Thank you guys for joining us. We're keeping the things nice and lively here at Budovideos.
Oh,
again,
this is that same
check out our hashtag. Let us know if you guys want to tell us what we think is going on. Keep yourselves in the conversation. You guys are just as big a part of this as we are.
I know.
If not more.
Yeah, thank you guys, seriously, for keeping us up on who's competing, on what mats, and what time they're going on, because that is a huge help. But, man, this guy on top right now, the Paragon athlete, woof, keep your eye on him. I'm not sure who his opponent is, but this Paragon guy is really, really wily.
Definitely.
If any of you out there can tell me who this one is, I'd love to know, just because he is he is very, very quick with his attacks. His passing, very nice, but he's going to get slowed down a little bit as he gets pulled into this 50-50. See how he deals with this one. 50-50, just one of those guards where it can be really rough to get out of, especially if your opponent starts feeding through the lapel, or if they're doing a good job of holding on to your leg. Really tough to get out of here. And if you're not good with attacks from 50-50, then it doesn't give your opponent a lot of incentive to open up their guard as well. So, not sure if he's going after a cross collar, but his opponent in the blue trying to get this pendulum sweep. Should be able to get it. If you can't get that one, sometimes diving underneath, but actually, he should not dive underneath right now because he's in danger of this cross collar choke. His opponent trying to threaten that arm bar off the cross collar choke to get the Paragon athlete to open up a little bit, maybe get that hand off the collar. So I know, and they're giving him stalling, or they're giving him negative advantage for stalling. I know this is not a super popular guard. People see it as lazy, but look, it's the opponent in blue. He's going to take out that leg and look to make the far hook. You can transition around and take the back from there. So this is a good aggressive attack that he's going for. In fact, there's a lot of little things that happen in the 50-50 that if you're aware of it, it actually can make it a pretty exciting guard. But people, I know, typically not in love with it.
John's 9th commercial for the 50-50 on the broadcast. Don't worry, there will be about 20 more before we're done.
Oh, now he's getting this hook in. Should be able to use that to sweep. And if there's heel hooks or knee bars available here, there'd be a lot more options. But his opponent getting up with his knee on belly position. If he gets that cross-collar hand deep enough, there is definitely a legit submission there. He had a good angle on it, but the hand was just not deep enough. Every time his opponent, every time the person in blue opens up his 50-50 like that to try that pendulum sweep, the reason that the Paragon athlete isn't trying to go to that leg drag position, well, now he could, but the checkmat athlete was gripping onto the leg of the Paragon competitor. So just keeps going after this cross-collar choke. Not sure, can you see the points, Ralph?
Hold on.
Oh, it's zero. It's all tied up with 50 seconds left.
And I believe advantage and advantage at one apiece.
It's negative.
Negative, sorry, thank you.
Because they were stalling in the 50-50.
I'm
seething over here.
I'm pretty sure people could hear the air quotes that you were using, John.
I'm just going to stare at the refs.
We'll bring him over here for a discussion afterwards, John.
Where I just stare at them, right? Okay, good. Now, he's trying for this far hook. He's going to try to use that to get up. But, I mean, this Paragon competitor, look at that. Look at that pass. Shoots that leg to the inside, and now he just goes back and forth so quick. The smallest angle, he's going to pass, and there he does. He's trying to hold on to it, and he gets the points, and that's going to do it for him, barring a miracle from the checkmat athlete. Wow. Way to hold on till the end and just pass guard, get quick, easy 3 points. Not easy, but quick.
John's just sitting here. That was an easy 3 points. I learn when I need
everything that guy does looks exhausting to me, but
absolutely,
he does it very well. A lot of speed and tenacity.
Good.
Makes for exciting matches.
This has been another installment of John's Insult Hour. You can catch John later being accosted on Budovideos.com. I think it's a great idea.
I'm sure there's some people out there that'd like to see that.
Me being one of them. I would promote that.